Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Z here from Dropzone Tactical, as you may know on this page. I got the faithful question to Glock17 or Glock19, and we're going into that discussion, and it's very popular with a bunch of people. A lot of other people have made videos about it. So what I'm going to go into it is kind of my theory on it and what I would do. Because first of all, let me get this out of the way. I have a 17, but I don't have a 19. Shot both. But I have one over the other, not necessarily over the other, but I have one and not the other. So we're gonna jump right into this video, give you my thought process, and let's get into it. Okay, DZ team, so 17, 19, which one for what and why? So if you guys don't already know, I'm a prior military member. I got out in 2019, deployed and I went to Afghanistan in 2017. And now I do private security and been doing it for a little bit over a year. Was in unarmed, armed guards, and bodyguard. Now it's bodyguard stuff. So let's get right into this video. So 17, so let's start with that one. I own a 17 personally. I use it a lot of the time. I carry it on my person for bodyguard work and stuff like that. I have it in a Vertex bag, as a lot of you guys have seen in probably recent posts. I carry that because it is a full size, a little bit of a longer barrel, a little bit more accurate. I have more rail space to actually attach a light. I've been using it. That was probably, I think, my second or third pistol I ever owned. And so I got a lot of reps in with it, and that's just what I feel comfortable with. Now, regardless, a Glock is a Glock. Holding it with a 19, still probably gonna feel the same. And I would use a 19 specifically for a lot more concealed stuff over the you know, if I'm wearing tighter shirts or something along those lines. But no matter which way you go, you can't go wrong. Now I have noticed that the 17 I've carried on my appendix does get a little uncomfortable sometimes. It is uncomfortable to wear. I'm a small framed guy. I'm short as well, so 17 sticking up takes up a good amount of room. Now I can do it concealed and properly, and most people when you walk around are not looking at your waist, looking at what's in his stomach. Is he printing? What? So nobody really cares about that. Nobody's really watching. I do it all the time. Most people are on their phones, texting, and are looking for their friend or worrying about their own lives. Nobody cares about you printing for the most part. Maybe if you have a bad guy that's trying to look out for that, maybe. But even then, it's gonna be hard to see printing when everybody's moving. There's a lot of players. Same thing for you looking out for a bad guy, right? Kind of hard. Now that's kind of sidetracking on printing, but so 17, it gets a little thick. Now I would use the 19 to conceal it a little bit more and be a little bit more comfortable driving around and tying my shoes and doing all this stuff with, you know, appendix, because I carry appendix. Oh, majority of the time at least. 17, I use that as my, if you quote unquote, field gun. And by field gun, I mean like, hey, I need some mags, I need some rounds, I need to like really go in. And I have all my upgrades on that. An Apex trigger goes sides, and the lights on it. I have the extended base plates on my magazine. So I've designed that and customized it for things of, hey, I need ammo, I need a light, I need something quick, and I need to be able to see in the dark without an RMR. That's what I've designed that one for. And now, it didn't mess with the grips or anything like that, which I might at some point, but as currently right now, they're not messed with. So I mean, grips are good for, you know, sweat and blood and all that good stuff. 19s on the other hand, I don't own it. So may I eventually? Probably. But as of right now, I don't. But what I would use them for is more concealed carry, a little bit more comfortable. It is obviously a little smaller. You can get extended base plates and all that same stuff you can customize. Again, the more you customize, the more weight, bigger it is. But essentially, that's what I would do. I would carry it for either a backup gun, keep it in the car, or vice versa, carry the 19 and put the 17 in the car. Something along those lines. But remember, I've said this in a previous video, if you leave a firearm in the car, that is still ultimately your responsibility. So if someone breaks in your car and takes your gun, now you just armed somebody that didn't need to be armed. And or you literally just left your gun lying around. Now, if you're in the military, you know, if you leave your rifle hanging around, it is bad news bears. Everybody and their mama knows about it, and you're probably going and catch it as they chunk it in the field and say, hey, go get it. And then for the rest of the day, once you go and grab it, you play all the stupid games, now you have it tied to you for the rest of the day, for at least 24 hours, going everywhere with it. In the military, we went everywhere with our rifles, in the bathroom, to go eat, in our room. Everywhere we went, we had our rifles. Now, if we're in everyday work, then we probably didn't have it as much. But deployments and training and stuff, we had it everywhere we went. Private security, it's still kind of the same thing, except you don't have those games. It's more, you're your own boss in a sense, because you're the guard. You're the person that's on site, things like that. And if you have a company, they basically sell you essentially, or you sell yourself to go and do the job. So you're your own manager. Now, granted, you can leave your farm and hang around willy-nilly, but if you're a bodyguard and you're by yourself and/or doing private security work, you don't have much stuff on you. You're trying to be slick, you're trying to be slim, you're trying to be not as noticeable as a guard, kind of like there as a presence, but kind of not. And your attire changes all the time depending on your client, and a lot of things change all the time. So you want to be able to be readily available, which is why I carry my stuff in a bag in case I ever need to change or do something along those lines. I don't have to take off my holster, lie it on the ground, and/or start changing and have all my pieces everywhere on the floor in the bathroom while I'm trying to do all that stuff. It's a lot quicker. I can just grab my bag and pull it out and go. So it is really ultimately up to you when it comes down to it, between a 17 or a 19. Either way, it works. A lot of people don't want to carry full-size firearms. They think that a compact gun means that you have to conceal carry it because that's what it's designed for. Not necessarily. And even with the full size, you don't necessarily have to carry it only when you go to the field. A lot of you guys have battle belts, plate carriers, and all the Gucci gear and stuff like that. How many times have you guys actually went to combat in the sense of that, with all that stuff on? You in your hometown, in your backyard, probably not very often. So why do you have it, right? It's to be able to train with it in case may be. So I mean, but you can still do it. You're not carrying helmets and body armor around in your car unless that is your law enforcement or border patrol or something along those lines where your job entitled to do it. You're not doing it. Normal civilians not doing it. Joe Schmo's not doing it. They have it because they want to look cool and be like everybody else, and everybody else has it. Just like when coronavirus broke out, everybody bought toilet paper for no reason. Same thing. So 17 or 19, bundle down, whatever you want. I would go to the store if you don't have one, feel them both, play with them a little bit. Oh, this one feels a little weird. I kind of like this one better, and da-da-da-da-da. Play that way. Know your purpose for what you're going to carry it for. You want to carry it as a backup gun. You want to carry it as a home gun. Granted, they can all be repurposed. But initially, what are you going out there to get it for? Everything has a purpose. Put a meaning to it. I know everything will be a lot more streamlined, and a vision will be easier to see for you. I make everything that I have. I buy everything that I have for a specific purpose. And that's how I make my decisions. So hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. If you were confused about something or want me to elaborate on something, let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Share it with anybody you think might benefit from it. And let me know if you want me to do any more videos of your suggestions. I'll be happy to do them, as this video was suggested by you guys. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and don't forget guys, never get comfortable.